Next, we have a theorem, and the theorem says the measure of an inscribed angle is equal to half the measure of its intercepted arc. So that's kind of what we were just talking about. So if I have an inscribed angle where this angle is laying on the circle right here, the arc that it opens to, so here is opening to arc LM, it's going to be half the measure of that arc. So in this case, angle L, hang on, I didn't write L. The measure of angle L and M is going to equal half of the measure of arc LM. Okay, so it's half of this arc. So if this is X, this is going to be half X in that center. Then a circumscribed angle and its corresponding central angle are supplementary. So if I have a central angle over here, this circumscribed angle is supplementary to that. So I can say angle CAD plus angle CBD equals 180 degrees. Remember, supplementary equals 180. So for example, to inscribed and circumscribed angles, it says if DE equals 60 degrees, so arc DE is 60 degrees over here, then find the measure of angle DFE, DFE. So notice DF is an inscribed angle, and I always like to see where those sides go. So this side goes over here, this side goes over here. Notice how we're talking about this arc, the 60-degree arc. So then I know that angle DFE is just going to be half of that 60 degrees. So that means it's going to be 30 degrees. So DFE equals 30 degrees. Then they want DGE. DGE is talking about this angle over here. And let's see where that's opening up to. It's opening up here and it's opening up here. So it's still talking about this angle right there. That's 60 degrees. So again, DGE is half of that 60, which is still 30 degrees. So they're both 30 here. Next one, it says if C is the center of the circle, NP and NQ are tangent lines, which means they're going to be equal to each other. And PNQ is 52 degrees. So PNQ is 52 degrees over here. Find PQ. Well, in order to find PQ, I need the central angle first. So what I'm going to do, I know the central angle plus that 52 is going to equal 180. This I'm going to call as my X right now. So X plus 52 equals 180 minus my 52 from both sides. I get X equals 128. So my PCQ, which is actually right here, is 128 degrees. That means my arc is also going to be 128 degrees. PRQ, that arc, let's see, PRQ. So I want to go all the way around. Well, again, I know my whole circle is 360, so I'm going to do 360 minus the 128, that's PQ. We can borrow, we get 5, 10, so we get 2, 3, and 2. That equals 232. And then finally, PRQ. PRQ is this inscribed angle. The inscribed angle is opening up to that first arc, which we said was 128. So for this one, I'm just going to do half of 128, and that's going to be 64 degrees here. And then for our last one or actually, no, it's not our last one for this section, but we'll do our last one right now for this video. In circle C, DE is 43 degrees. So let's see, D to E is 43 degrees for this arc. Find the measure of all the angles and arcs in the diagram. Oh, wow. Okay. So if we know this is 43 degrees, that means the central angle over here that it's opening up to is also going to be 43 degrees. Now we know this is a nice right angle, so this is 90. That means this is also 90 over here. And we have half the circle, which makes 180. So what I'm going to do to find this remaining part is I'm going to do 180 minus 90 minus 43. Let's see what that is. So 180 minus 90 minus 43, and that's going to be 47. So we get 47 degrees here. So that's going to be this section, which is also going to be this section. Now they gave us 23. 23 is opening up to AB. So I'm going to do 23 doubled, which is going to be 46. That's going to be this side over here. And then finally, This other section over here is going to be half the circle. So 180 minus 46, and that's going to be 134. So that means my AD arc is 134 degrees. And I think we got everything covered.